Ethereum right now is exploding towards the upside. Are we going to see Ethereum break up towards $2,000, or is it likely that we could potentially be seeing a rejection very, very soon for the Ethereum price? Let's dive into the video, guys. So I told you the other day when we're dropping down here that we were likely going to see another top being put in up here, because we've got this one top. Usually when we get to the top of one of these patterns, like a rising wedge like this, we're either going to see one of a few things happening: a double top, a head and shoulders pattern, or just sort of a flat top and then drop out towards the downside. I still believe, despite what everyone might be telling you, that right now we are not going to be breaking towards the downside. And the reason for that, guys, is something that's actually pretty obvious. Before we saw the big dip where we pretty much lost half the value of Ethereum in just a few days, we were coming down to this area and we were turning it into a pretty heavy area of support. But first time we hit it, guys, we bought up really rapidly. Second time we didn't get bought up so rapidly. Third time, fourth time, you can see what was happening. Every time we were losing strength at the top side, and eventually we got squeezed and pushed lower down. Now what happens in a rising wedge like the one we're in is we're getting pushed higher and higher each time, putting in higher highs, higher lows, but ultimately each time we're taking a little dip down here, we're losing the momentum, we're losing the strength of the buyers. Now, want to pay attention to this zone through here, because previous lines of support, which we found here, become what? Resistance. Okay, so when we're pushing up into these areas, we usually, more often than not, find resistance. So jumping out to the weekly, what's so significant about this area? We're going to take a look. This area is so important because previously, when we basically came up all this way, all the way back in February, guys, last year, in 2021, we came up and we pushed aggressively down here, showing that this was previously a line of resistance. We then did what? We broke through it really, really super aggressively, putting in this high here, $4,300 before then being rejected down here. We then found what? Support 1, 2, 3 times. We tested this area and then again rocketed towards the upside. This right now is retesting this huge old pattern, right? We got a shoulder, a head, okay, and another shoulder. This is not quite perfect because we could have come down and retested this level here, but we did not, which is making me think that we could actually be getting rejected here and pushing it down lower. Now, obviously the technical target for this is pretty drastic, but we're not going to look at that because I don't think that's realistically going to happen. I don't think we're going to fulfill that pattern, but I just don't think we're ready to break through this area right now. And a lot of people are telling you that Ethereum, Bitcoin, etc., the bull run's starting again and we're about to get excited. And we are really testing it pretty hard right now. And I'd like to be wrong, guys. I just don't think I am. Because typically, guys, I trade Forex, right? So I want you to think about or visualize what is happening in these zones. Who is moving the market like this? Because not just you and me and everyone else going out and buying a bit of Ethereum that's pushing the price this aggressively far in various directions. Okay, it's not that. It's big money that can do it because they're the ones who can move the market caps. Now you can see we have broken through this area, and I know guys that every YouTuber out there is telling you that just because we've broken through this area, we're going to crack on all the way up here. Now that could be true, but I just don't think it is, because what usually happens, guys, I'm talking about Forex markets where the institutional players are in the game. Everyone probably has sold the market here, okay? And they probably continue to sell it down here thinking that it's going to carry on and fall out the bottom of this wedge. Lo and behold, it didn't. It pushed towards the upside. But what it's done, usually people will then have a stop loss just above this line. Lo and behold, it goes up into those stop losses. Crypto at this price, they're about to push the price lower, in my opinion, guys. Could be wrong. You can see as well, we've got more Confluence coming through here, where we've got another rising wedge pattern coming up. So not only have we got this rising wedge, and as well as that, this larger rising wedge pattern, we've also got this line of resistance, which all of these three tell me that more than likely we are about to see a push down into a lower area than we have been for a little bit of time now. Now that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I told you previously that once we actually get pushed out of the bottom of this zone, that we are more than likely going to have something like this happen where we're breaking down towards these levels. Now this here is a key area. And we know it's a key area because previously we saw the institutions pushing money into this area, consolidation, aggressive push out, back to collect the rest of the buy orders, and then up. So this for me is a good demand zone for Ethereum. If Ethereum is revisiting this level, then we've got some nice confluence, guys, because not only have we got this demand zone, but we've also got something else. In line with that demand zone, guys, we have something else that shows up really nicely, and that is part of this larger falling wedge, which is on the daily chart, and obviously is not going to play out in just a few days. It's probably going to take a little bit of time. So we can see that realistically, we are likely to be revisiting down towards this zone, somewhere between $1,200 and something like $1,350, in my humble opinion. We're then going to probably take a bounce, at which point we are then breaking through, and then something like this is going to unfold. Not only that, we can see that that would form a nice shoulder here, a nice head, and another shoulder here, and ultimately would blow us out the top of this pattern once we're eventually doing that. And bearing in mind, this could well be towards the end of the year, and we're going to be revisiting sort of $5,000 level, which we saw back here, guys, and obviously potentially even higher than that. Now, guys, very important not to panic and think that you're going to miss out on Ethereum going higher. Now, I want you to just think about this. This is a game of probability. I could be wrong. It could just shoot towards the upside of this pattern, and then we could see something like this happen. Then we get up to like $1,937, which is a gain of around 9%. On the flip side of things, if we come down towards this level, then you're looking at a loss of around 26%. Think about that. So ultimately, in terms of the trade on that situation, risk versus reward is not working out. As far as I'm concerned, guys, it's still a good price to be buying Ethereum at. I think it is, because we're still going to be pushing Ethereum higher later in the year, but I think we've seen a long push towards the upside with not much cool off in the Ethereum price. I think Ethereum is about to have a little dip, much lower than people are maybe thinking right now. I wanted to make you this video because everyone is not really warning you about this. Instead, they're pushing you in the direction of failure. And when you see everything on YouTube telling you that it's going to go up, usually it goes the other way, and vice versa. Kind of do the opposite of the masses, guys. Right now, people are very pumped and hyped up about crypto. Obviously, I'm excited about crypto. It's what I do, but pay attention to what's happening in the details. Be very cautious. But if you're not worried, guys, you don't care, you think Ethereum's going to continue going up, and you're going to continue to buy at what is still pretty discounted prices under $2,000, then you might as well be earning a passive income on your cryptocurrency. There's no better way to do that than jumping over to Swissborg, which I'll leave a link for down in the description. You can buy crypto, you can trade crypto, but most importantly, you can earn a passive income on your Ethereum, your Bitcoin. And I'm going to give you a little secret. If you get crypto through this link, you're going to get a bonus. I'm going to get a little bonus. Thanks very much for that. So guys, if you've enjoyed today's Ethereum update, you're pumped about what's going on with the Ethereum price, even if you don't agree with me, then make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Thanks very much for doing that. And if you're new to the channel and you want to learn more about Ethereum, Bitcoin, and other cryptos, as well as being kept up to date with some live streams, which I'm going to start doing as of tomorrow, then make sure you subscribe to the House of Crypto. Thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye-bye.